This is the Country Bunny and the Little Gold Shoes book. As told to Jennifer by DuBois Hayward. Pictures by Marjorie Hack. Let's read. We hear of the Easter Bunny who comes each Easter day before sunrise to bring eggs for boys and girls. So we think there is only one, but this is not so. There are really 5 Easter bunnies, and they must be the 5 kindest and the swiftest and wisest bunnies in the whole wide world, because between sunset on Easter Eve and dawn on Easter morning they do more work than most rabbits do in a whole year. Woohoo! When one of the Easter bunnies grows on and can no longer run fast, the old, wise, and kind grandfather bunny who lives at the palace of Easter eggs called the bunnies together from the whole world to select the very best one to take the place. Often a mother bunny says to her child, "Now, if you learn to be wise and kind and sweet, someday you may grow up to be one of the Easter bunnies." And all of the baby tries their very best so that they can grow up and go to work for the grandfather bunny at the palace of Easter eggs. One day, a little country girl bunny with a brown skin and a little cotton ball of a tail said, "Someday I shall grow up to be an Easter bunny. You wait and see." Then all of the big white bunnies who live in fine houses, and the jackrabbits with long legs who can run so fast laughed at the little cottontail and told her to go back to the country and eat a carrot. But she said, "Wait and see." The little cottontail grew up to be a young lady cottontail, and by she had a husband, and then one day, much to her surprise, there were 21 cottontail babies to take care of. Wow. Then the big white rabbits and the jacks with long legs loved it, and they said, "What did we tell you? Only a country rabbit would go and have all those babies. Now take care of them and leave Easter eggs to great big men bunny like us." And they went away liking themselves very much. Cottontail stopped thinking about hopping over the world with lovely eggs for little boys and girls, and she took care of her babies. And one day, when her children stopped being babies and were little girl and boy bunnies, she called them to her and said, "Now we are going to have some fun." Then 2 of them she gave little brooms and showed them how to sweep out the cottage. And 2 she taught how to make beds. 2 more went with her to the kitchen, and in no time at all had found out how to cook a good dinner. And with these went the 2 little dishwashers, and they made glasses shine like crystal. 2 had little wash tubs full of soap suds, and they washed all the linen. 2 did the sewing and mending. 2 who had sweet voice were taught to sing, and 2 more to dance, and this amuses all the other while they worked so that they were gay and happy. 2 others were soon digging in the garden. To two, she gave pens and crayons so they could make pretty pictures for the wall. And when Mother Cottontail had given out all of the tasks, she looked around. And there was only one little boy bunny left, and he was sad and lonely. Then Mother Cottontail said to him, "You are the most polite of all my children, so I shall make you keeper of my share. And whenever I come to dinner, you shall seat me politely at table." Then one day, when the little rabbits were half grown up, she heard a great talk among the wood rabbits, and when she got asked what it was about, they said, "Haven't you heard? One of the 5 Easter bunnies had grown too slow, and we are all going to the palace of Easter eggs to see old grandfather pick out a new one to take his place." So she called her little cottontails, and they all set off to the palace to see the fun. But their mother was sad because she thought that now she was nothing but an old mother bunny, and could only look on at that a big handsome white rabbit or long legs Jack would be chosen. When they came to the palace of Easter Bunny, where there were bunnies everywhere on the great lawn, and the ones that happened to be the Easter Bunny stood together, and all the others looked at them and clapped their palms. Then the big front door opened, and the old, wise and kind grandfather came hopping slowly out. And he told the biggest and those with the longest legs to show what they could do. They jumped and ran and showed him their pretty white fur, and they were all very fast and very clever. But still he did not pick one, and he said to them, "You are pretty and you are fast, but you have not shown me that you are either kind or wise." Then his kind old eyes looked everywhere, and at last they rested on little Cottontail Mother, where she stood with her children around her. And he called her to come right up to the palace steps. So she took her 21 children and went up and stood before him. And when he spoke, his voice was so kind, and she was not frightened at all. And he said, "What a large family you have, my dear. I suppose they'll take all of your time." But he said, "When they were rat babies, that was so, but now they are so well trained that they do most of the work for me." "Ah," he said, smiling, "you must be very wise to train so many children so well. But tell me, do they always look so happy? And do they always hold their ears up so prettily?" "Indeed they do," she answered. "We never have a tear or a cross word in our little crunchy cottage. And if I do say it myself, they do carry their ears better than most bunny." Then he said, patting the nearest bunny on the head, "You must be very kind indeed to have such a happy home. It is too bad that you have had no time to run and grow swift, as that might be often have made you my fifth Easter bunny." At that, Mother Cottontail started to laugh. Then she whispered to the little bunnies, and every rabbit on the lawn looked to see what would happen. And the old grandfather leaned forward towards. Suddenly, all of her 21 children raced away, and Cottontail dashed after them, and in no time at all she had them all back again in front of the palace. Then the unkind wise grandfather bunny said, I see that you are asleep also. It is too bad that you cannot go to carry my eggs because you will have to stay at home to take care of your children.